Hello guys, and welcome back to my kitchen, and welcome back to Cookmas Day 20. Yes, Christmas is almost here. Oh yes, it's almost here. So today we are making meat pie. Yes, oven baked meat pie. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So here we're going to start with our meat first, and here I have my minced beef, and I have 5% fat only in my minced beef. So you can get, sometimes you get it in the supermarket with 15% fat, 20% fat. Mine is 5% fat for today. So I like to fry my minced beef first before I do anything else, because most of the time when you fry it, you will see the oil will come out, and today is just 5% fat, so it's okay. But usually when it's more than that, when I start frying, by the time I'm done, I will see that all the oil has come out and there's enough to fry my meat and my veggies, so I don't need to add any more oil to it. So that's why I like to fry it first, because it helps me to find out how much oil I'm going to add, or whether I'm going to add oil or not as well. So here there's not much oil in it, it's just 5% anyways, so I knew there wasn't going to be much, but I decided to fry it just to see if there will be a little bit, so I will know how much oil to add or not. So I've added my oil. I'm going to add my onions and garlic, and I'm going to mix it for like a minute. So now I'm going to add my potatoes and my carrots, and we're going to season it. For the seasoning, I'm just adding salt, black pepper, all-purpose seasoning, and mixed herbs. Yes. After mixing the whole thing nicely, I'm going to add a little bit of water, and we're going to cover and allow to cook on low heat for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I am back, and here it is. We're gonna add our spring onion and parsley. Yeah, and mine started sticking a little bit to my pot because the water was not much, if you notice, but I did that on purpose. So if you want more water, add more water. It's just up to you, so do it the way you like it, right? So I've added my spring onions and my parsley. Now I'm gonna add my corn flour. So I have in my bowl here a tablespoon and a half of corn flour with water. I'm going to mix it nicely, and once it's mixed very well, I'm going to add it to my meat, and this is going to give my meat a nice moisture. Like, my meat pies are gonna be moist inside, like deliciously moist. So once I've mixed it nicely, I'm gonna pour it in my meat and add a tiny bit of water and mix the whole thing for a minute or so, and that is it. my food is ready. So while my meat is cooling down, we're going to start getting the dough ready. And for the dough, here in my bowl, I have some flour, and I'm using all-purpose flour. And I'm going to add some nutmeg powder. I'm going to add some salt. I'm going to add some sugar, and I'm going to add my butter. So here I took my butter out of my fridge just 5 minutes before I started making the dough. So you don't want the butter to be completely at room temperature, but you don't want it to be too cold either. So yes, I took mine out of the fridge just 5 minutes before I started my dough. So now we're gonna mix the whole thing together nicely until it crumbles, because we want to get a crumble like a sand like texture. Yeah, and once you get that texture you're looking for, once everything is done and ready, we're going to add our milk. So after adding the milk, mix everything nicely, just on point. Do not over mix your dough, otherwise you're not going to get that texture you're looking for. So once we've mixed everything and everything is well mixed, we stop there. We just want it to be mixed, and that is it. Not much, not more, nothing more. Yeah, otherwise we're not going to get that crumbly texture we're looking for in our meat pie. Yep, so once that is done, we're gonna start rolling our dough. And here I'm using a meat pie cutter. Yeah, but I will show you an option. If you don't have a meat pie cutter, I will show you an option like what to do or what to use. You can use the cover of a pot cover, you can use a bowl, you can use a glass. It's up to you to cut your shape, and then you use a fork to seal it down. So yes, so here I'm using my meat pie cutter, and I have different sizes, so do the size that you like, the size that you want. It's up to you. So once I'm done filling it, I'm just gonna put pressure on my cutter, and then that is it. I have my meat pie ready. So here I'm going to show you how to cut your meat pie if you don't have a meat pie cutter, and I'll show you with a pot lid. Yes, the lid of a pot. I'm going to use that, but like I said, you can use a bowl, you can use a glass. It depends on the size you're looking for. Yeah, once you make your cut, you're going to just put the meat in there, you're going to cover, and you're going to use your fork to seal around it, and that is it. So here my meat pies are ready to get into the oven, but not without a makeup, right? Yes, this is the makeup. So I have here in my bowl, I have an egg that I've beaten, and I'm gonna use a brush and use that egg to brush the top of my meat pies, and this is gonna give them that nice golden color, just as if they had foundation on their face. Just as if they had foundation on their faces, right? So I'm gonna brush them, and it's gonna give them that nice golden color, and that's what you want. So once I've finished, I'll put it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, and that is it. My meat pies are ready. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. I hope you like it, and I hope you try it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so yet. Don't forget to like my video. Don't forget to comment and share, and see you in my next video. Bye.